Let's go. What is up, Mind Buzz Universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Mind Buzz. I am Gil, your host, and working the board tonight, this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're listening to this podcast, is the lovely Amber. How are you?
I'm good.
What's up?
I think next time you should throw a curveball at me and ask me something that's not, how are you?
Why?
I don't know. I feel like I answer the same every time.
Well, so a couple of weeks ago, you were expressing to us and the audience that
how awkward it is.
How awkward it is that nobody asks you, how are you? So I figure once a week, I'm able to ask you how you are.
I'm good. I think once a month is enough.
Once a month?
Yeah. I just don't know what to answer. Like, what am I going to tell you? No, I'm in a deep depression.
Well, that would be good.
I'm not, but, I don't know. Should I change it up a little? Because I'm always good. I always feel good.
Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah.
I asked someone today, I was like, hi, how are you? And I was like, I'm okay. And
those are the best.
No, those are the ones that irritate me the most. I'm like, why are you okay? And then I asked him. I wasn't going to ask him.
I'm okay. Or if they think about it. Right? That little pause where
he said, I'm okay.
I'm okay.
And then I was just going to walk away and I was going to be like, okay, I'm not going to entertain this. But,
But I think that's their invitation for you to ask.
Do you think it's an invitation?
I think so.
Or is it just like them not wanting to invite more conversation? And they're just like, I'm going to cut it off there.
I guess it just depends on like the setting. Like,
well, I didn't let it go. I pried.
You asked?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I was like, oh, I like backed up.
Wait, hold on.
People can't see
where
me,
was this?
In a disclosed.
Okay, all right.
No, I was upstairs. It was one of the employees.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, hey, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, first he asked me, and then I was like, hey, I'm good. And then I was like, how are you? And then he's like, I'm okay. And then I was like, I was just going to walk away like, all right, buddy, And then I walked back, and then I was like, okay. I said, what would make you better than okay right now? And then he was like, oh shit. Like, he didn't think that I was gonna like come back and ask, because I genuinely want to know, like, why are you not okay? What can I do, or what can be done to make, or like hypothetically, because I probably wouldn't do anything, but And then he's just like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm good.
He changed it up. He was like, oh, crap.
Damn it.
She caught me.
Yeah. So then he changed it up. And I was like, all right.
Wait, is that how you found out that person golfs?
Yeah.
Okay, but what did he say about golfing?
Oh, because...
he lost or something?
No, because he's like, oh, no, I'm good. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, are you enjoying the warm weather? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I went golfing.
Oh.
See, I care. I care.
Of course.
I almost didn't, but I do.
That's good. And you found out a vital piece of information about this young man, and how he's able to afford to golf is
and that's
beyond
what he said.
my...
He's like, if golf is very expensive. And
yeah,
I was like,
it is.
Why? I was like, you have to buy gear. And he's like, no, every time you play. And I was like, okay. And then he said, like, some golf courses are like $20 to $40 a game. And then he said, if you get like golf courses with more holes, it's like anywhere from $150 to $200
a game.
Per person.
Right.
Why?
It's like paintball. Paintball is pretty expensive, right? I don't know. I just threw it out there. I don't know any sports.
Physical activity.
I don't know any sports.
For that reason. No,
because it's expensive. It is expensive. I tried to ask my dad to put me in baseball in high school, and he didn't want to because he was like, it was too expensive. Yeah. I really wanted to do it, but I didn't want to do band. Band was free.
Yeah, I want to do all the free stuff.
But we woke up too early for band, and I was like, no.
Yeah, I remember. No, my mom put me in. My mom went back to school, and then she was like, "Okay, I have to take you to school early." So she put me in this program that was like a band thing. I was like in 7th grade, and they designated the clarinet to me, and I never ever learned how to read music. So I pretended that I knew what I was doing. I swear.
Did you just
I fucking moved
memorize?
my fingers.
You just memorized everything?
I memorized everything, and I moved
That's
my
classic.
fingers like I knew what I was doing.
All right.
Yeah, I got through, but I still don't know how to reach.
All right, let's continue this conversation once we bring in our guests of the evening or morning or whenever you're listening to the podcast. She's a stand-up comedian. She hosts the Chatterbox Comedy Night. Please give it up for Silvia De Anda. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hi.
She has a podcast too, right?
Yes.
And podcast.
Yes.
Her.
How are you?
Well, now that you've said all that, I'm like, oh, what's the right answer?
How do you answer that?
It's so funny. I feel like I'm like, okay, type of bitch, because I feel like, but I just want to have a conversation.
Yeah, right.
But you know what I hate? Well, I don't know if I hate it. Sometimes I hate it. I think it depends on the person who does it. When you ask a person like, how are you? And you expect something simple like, oh, I'm good, or I'm okay, or I'm fine. But when a person is having a really good day and they want to just fucking tell somebody about it, and they're just like, I'm so fucking good. We're so up right now. And it's like,
we're so up.
yeah, and like ICE has just like killed another person, and you're just like, oh really? Yeah, you're having the best day of your fucking life. Good for you. But also, why? It is an invitation. What's so good about it? Tell me about it.
You just can't walk away from that one, huh?
No, you can't.
No.
I don't know if I'm surrounded by like people that are not okay, because I have not encountered a person to tell me I'm like really
I'm doing good.
Have you ever done that to somebody though, when they ask you how are you and you're having like a really good day? No, I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's like the Mexican in me that feels like you have to be. Tienes que ser más humilde.
You gotta be hurting 24/7.
No, pues es que estoy bien. Sí, estoy bien.
Yeah, todo bien.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
But it's never like, fuck yeah. Just
You know what?
my
Some
direct
days,
deposit.
some days I'm like that. Some days I'll feel like this was a couple years ago. There was in the office that I used to work for. One of the managers asked me, he was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was reading all these like hokey, really like old self-help, old timey type of books, and I told him, I was like, "Dude, I feel like $1 million, dude.
Yeah.
I feel like $1 million." And the
with 2 cents in your account.
yeah, exactly right. So there was these two older gentlemen in the office that I know after I left the office, they were talking shit. they're like, "Do you believe this kid?" Because it was an older white dude, and he was an alcoholic. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. He what he did, he like kind of scoffed after I said that, and he made this like weird face to this other guy. I don't know. They're talking shit after I left them.
I just think that we don't know how to be happy for anyone, because I feel like if somebody were to like, I'm just gonna put myself out there, you know, I'm a pretty positive person and I love to hear people win, but I feel like if somebody were to be like, oh, I feel like $1 million, like they'd walk away and I'd be like, this fucking
Yeah.
Why not? Why?
Pinchy way, like, yeah, right. He probably fucking has no money in there, like, you know, just talking.
Broke ass.
Yeah, like, I swear, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I guess.
Jeez, I'm not saying that around you anymore. I'm not feeling good around you. Jeez.
I feel like I'm feeling like 2 pennies.
No, I don't know. Maybe it's just a cynic in me.
Maybe.
Because then I even get mad when someone's like, I'm okay. Like, I don't know.
What's the perfect
I
answer
don't know.
for you?
I don't know. I think I have problems.
Someone says, I'm doing just fine. She's like, just fine?
I want you to do better, but not too good.
I love how you said earlier, like, I know I'm not even going to be able to offer a solution for them. I just want to know what could make it better. They're like, oh, if my car wasn't broken, you'd be like, yeah, that would probably work, huh?
Yeah,
all right, well.
Exactly. I know.
I wonder
have
what it is,
issues.
but I think we just don't know how we should feel about anybody else's emotions besides our own. It's hard.
I think we should just stop asking.
Yeah, you know what? That's a
Let's just stop asking.
good solution.
Yeah, because I feel like it's almost kind of like a fake interaction. Sometimes you are genuinely interested, but when you don't really know a person, you're mostly not.
Yeah.
You know? unless you're trying to get to know this person. But if it's just like a stranger, I think like, hey, have a good one. You know, simple, short conversations, or like, hope you have a good day, or
That's what I like saying.
Yeah.
I hope you have a good day. Have a good day.
Or how has this shift been? Whatever it is that can like minimize somebody exposing their life to you, might be the way to go. Yeah. And sometimes like I feel like I've been like pushed aside by other people in that way, and I'm just like, oh, this motherfucker's not polite at all. But I'm just like, they're just busy. They have lives. Like they don't need to know about me.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks, but it's like, okay, get your bag. Shit, who am I?
I witnessed an interaction the other day. I'm not gonna say any names, so don't ask me, Gil. But I witnessed an interaction of like somebody new talking with somebody else, right? I know these two people, but they came together because of me. And then anyways, one of them was like talking and talking and talking, and then the other one was like in the conversation for a while, but I think after a while she like dropped off the conversation, and then she was just like staring out into like the nothing, and the girl was like, or the person, I already said girl, but she was like talking and talking, and then she like straight up turns around and she tells her, she's like, do you do anything for your ADHD? And then the other girl was like, oh, no, why? And she's like, oh, because I noticed that you can't like.
She's like, I couldn't hold your focus. If I had
she's like, because I noticed that you can't focus, and I was like,
whoa.
I don't know. Maybe we have to. I don't know. Maybe
be more blunt.
I don't know.
You should have turned and looked at her and been like, do you have anything for your autism? Because you have no fear. You have no fear to point out people's flaws. That's wild.
I acted like something fell, and I was like,
you're looking for something on the floor that's not even there.
I was like, oh.
But what did she say? Did she say anything after she asked her all that?
Nothing. She was just like, oh, no. And then she's like, the other girl. And then the other person was like, oh, because there's this thing where you can like put music and then it helps with you. She went on and then the other person was like, oh, okay, thank you. And then when I got in the car, I started laughing, and I was like, you were straight not like paying attention to her. She's like, hell no.
She's probably like, that bitch is boring. Yeah. I have that problem. So bad. I don't know if I have ADHD. I've had so many of my friends trying to diagnose me. It's like, okay, first you're ugly, so let's not start, But like truly, if I'm interested in a conversation, I'm so fucking in it, and I'm like asking questions, and I'm all about it. And when I like even in school, I would excel in things that I cared for. Yeah. The shit that I didn't care about, I would only do good enough to get by.
Right.
But I've been in like really bad. I've been in like job interviews. I've been in like my orientation where I'm doing a Zoom call and like the CEO is telling me about the mission of the fucking job. And like my first day on the job, and I had full 8 hours sleep. I had like fucking energy drinks. I had a coffee. I was like, I have to lock in. I have to fucking lock in. And we're talking on Zoom, and she's just talking. And the whole time, it was 8 hours. 8 hours of just straight information is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And she's talking the whole time. I'm like, like falling asleep on Zoom, and she had to tell me like 3 or 4 times, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Are you okay? And then it got to a point where she's like, I don't want to have to repeat myself, so I need you to pay attention, and if you're not interested in this job, maybe it's not for you. So are you here? I'm like, I'm here. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I'm like, I have a migraine. I don't know.
You're and like, then, I have narcolepsy.
Truly, I don't know. And she's like, did you not sleep well? I'm like, no, I slept really well. She's like, I need you to get it together if you're going to stick around. And I was just like, okay. And I had to I was like pinching myself under the table. I was like,
oh my God.
I was like trying to give myself like actual pain just to stay fucking focused and act like I was locked in. I just started thinking about my grandma dying. I'm like, okay, just fucking look and be a little sad because you can't sleep if you're crying. It was, yeah, I'm bad with that shit too.
Oh man. I used to fall asleep in class sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some like I can relate in topics, or if somebody goes off on like they're talking and talking and talking, and then it just like veers off. I get this weird like I don't even know how to explain it. There's
Like
there's probably a tumor in my brain or something because I get this like I know, knock on wood. But I get this like feeling of like disassociating.
Right.
But then I come back and I'm like, whoa, where am I?
Yeah, I do the same thing. It happens to me all the time.
It's weird.
It's at work. It's sometimes on the podcast, and Amber sees it. No, seriously, I am dead serious. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't. It's not that I'm not interested in the person or not interested in the conversation, but sometimes it just something happens to my brain where it's like, okay, you need to go away for a little bit and we need to go somewhere else. We'll come back.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't have no clue what the other person is talking about. It happens at work and like some conversations that are really super important to my job or whatever. And not even that will keep me like in the moment. It's very, very hard.
Well, I think that's also a sign of people who
like trauma,
like you're a listener, you know, and people have pegged you as a listener and people assume you're going to listen and they'll just not stop talking because even if you're not engaging with them, they need to get it out. So they'll use a blank dead person inside to just be like, these are all the things I have to fucking talk about.
Yeah.
Because people who truly don't have an interest in other people, if you try to have a conversation with them, try to tell them anything, they're just like, damn, that's crazy anyway. And then and then they'll just fucking take off.
Oh my goodness. I had never encountered someone like that until like recently. And it does not feel very good. I feel like, but it almost feels like you're.
I wish I could have had that on that moment because that was cute. Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny.
But it does not feel very
No,
good.
It doesn't.
She's like,
Because it feels like you're not part of the club. Like,
oh yeah.
Because it was two people's interaction, and I was.
And you were in the
room.
circle of the conversation.
Yeah, and then it was like I would say something like try to sneak it in, and then I was like, "Oh, what?" And I was like, "Am I not interesting? What's going on here?" No, I had that happen. Maybe I'm not interesting because I remember the therapist.
What happened with the therapist?
You don't remember? Did you just?
Oh yeah. No. I remember that. Yeah, she yawned.
I like. It took me years, right, to be like, okay, I'm gonna go to therapy. We're gonna do this. Come on, you know. And I finally got myself to like sign up for therapy. I did it like via Zoom, and I'll say it on here. I don't care, but I wanted a Latina therapist.
Yeah.
And there was no Latina therapist on that like thing that my insurance covered. So I had to opt out for like a white therapist. And I was like, all right, I chose her not on her credentials, more on her look. I was like, all right, she looks cool. And then we like go on and we start our session. And then she looked like she needed my help. Like her hair was like up. She was disheveled. She had like really dark like bags under her eyes, and I was like, I want to be like, girl, you
are you okay?
Yeah. You want to talk about it? How's your day? Yeah, okay.
You talk to me. What's going on?
So then she gets me into like talking, and I'm like crying, right? I'm like crying, like trying to talk, and then this bitch fucking yawns, and she like they can't see me, but you guys can see me, and then she kind of like try to like play it off and like blow it out like slowly from one side, like
a cigarette or something.
Yeah, and I was like, I could fucking see you yawning. And then I said, okay, maybe it's just like she's tired. But she like yawned like 4 or 5 times.
What time was it?
45 minutes.
Was it a morning session?
It was like
or?
10 o'clock.
Oh.
You're
was she late to the thing?
No, she wasn't late.
Oh.
She's probably like
partying the night before. She was a young girl, right?
She's lit.
And she wasn't young, but maybe like my age. Yeah, I guess she was young.
I don't know, she wasn't young when you were comparing it to you.
Like, wait, no, yeah. Era una vieja. And I'm like, oh no, wait, maybe she was like me. Yeah, that like made me like.
But what did you feel?
What
why? Like, what happened? What do you mean?
Because I felt like
you weren't
she was
interesting,
not interested in my conversation, and I'm over here like crying, like. And then I was like, this is why I don't fucking come to therapy.
Yeah,
I want someone to
too
yawn.
bad.
I'll go talk to my mom.
Yeah.
You know? Shit like that.
You should have told her that. You should have told her, like, why are you yawning?
Tired or what?
Long night?
Am I boring or what?
I know people who are not listeners. They're talkers. I feel like I can be a talker. Dude, give me the fucking, give me the steering wheel. We're driving off the motherfucking cliff. I'm going to have a conversation, you know? But I've learned to be a listener because I was a very rejected child. I was very lonely. So I learned to like the thing people want most from anybody is to feel seen. Yeah. That's what everybody wants. And the way to like get to people liking you is to just listen to them. Oh, yeah. Like be a witness to their experience. That's literally what anybody wants. Or most people, I guess. Some people don't want to be seen, but it's because they're doing freaky shit. Evidence A, like Epstein files. Okay, like, we'll just not talk
like
about
us
it.
coming down here.
Yeah, like creepy basement. I was scared. It was dark too, but yeah, I just have so many people in my life who don't. It's like they don't have the innate ability to just be a listener, and I think it took me a long time to realize like. Maybe they just got talked over their whole lives or looked over their whole lives, and they're at a point in their life where they're not willing to give up any more time to witness other people's experience without making sure that they're being witnessed first. They're just like out for themselves first. So I've learned to like put people in different boxes. Like my sister used to be one of those people where she would call me to like tell me everything that happened to her, all of her problems, cry and vent and bitch and complain. And then if I ever try to be like, and she's like, oh, but anyway, enough about me. What about you? And if I try to say anything, she's like, damn, that's crazy. Oh my God, dude, I forgot to tell you. And then like just completely. And like, I used to hate it because I'm like, you don't fucking care about anything I have to say. Why am I going to sit here and listen to you? And it's just like, I think she's probably the person that made me realize that like, my sister's always had to look out for herself. She didn't have anybody in her corner. She didn't have what I had with my grandma because we have different grandmas, different dads. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. Oh, she needs somebody the way I have my grandma. So I'm just like, I'm going to just be that for her. I can sit here and like mute myself and then every 10 minutes in that conversation, unmute myself and be like, damn, that's crazy. Mute it again. Let her keep talking and going and going. And now I have friends, Stevana, who are like that too, where, they go off the rails in conversation. But I think it takes them to finally feel like they love you enough, they trust you enough, and they appreciate your friendship enough to want to know about you.
Yeah.
And if people do that to you, they're not there yet with you.
Yeah.
It's pretty difficult to be a listener too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the easiest thing is to open your mouth and just spill out everything. Granted, there's some conversations that are pretty tough to talk about.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I think being a listener or being a listener is one thing. I think being an active listener and really grasping what the other person is trying to tell you and form your own, I guess, mental image or mental opinion and reciprocate that mental image to the other person based on what they're telling you. That's difficult to do. Not only some people don't know how to do that, but also some people do not care to do that because it takes work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It takes empathy.
Yeah.
A lot of empathy.
Yeah.
100%. And it's tiring. It being empathetic really takes a lot of energy because first of all, you have to set aside your own feelings for a few minutes or whatever amount of time. That's difficult on its own, depending on if you're going through stuff or whatever. And to really take in other people's, emotions or whatever they're going through. That's another difficult part to do.
That's something I learned today. I went back to therapy, FYI, with a new lady.
Oh, yeah.
And she didn't yawn. But that was one of the things that we talked about was...
Amber's all waiting for her to yawn.
you're going to yawn?
You're just going to sit there for an hour and not say anything?
I'm like like performing for her so she can stay awake.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
I'm all juggling.
You sing the song that never ends.
I come out with the top hat, sparkly shorts, and I'm like dancing. I'm like, you're not sleepy, right?
You're like, I'm not losing another one.
Yeah. And no, exactly. I was like looking for the signals. So I was telling her that that's kind of like where my problem is, that a lot of like, it's not a problem, but it's how to navigate, right? It's like a lot of my family, friends, like I'm very grateful that people confide in me and they want to come and tell me, you know, not necessarily even problems, but just come and talk to me. And it's nice. But I have to learn how to know that because I'm an empath and because I listen to everyone's problems doesn't mean that I'm also a problem solver. And that's where all of that comes too, is like sometimes I feel like you dissociate so that you don't have to be involved in problem solving for that person. And it's just easier to like, but for me, it's like, I want to be the problem solver. I want everybody's life to be good. And maybe that's why I ask, like, why aren't you good? I full circle.
Yeah, full circle. You don't even need therapy
I don't
anymore.
even need therapy.
Just need this podcast. That's what you need.
Literally stop asking people how they are.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah, you say, hi, I don't give a fuck what's wrong with you. Give me my shit.
I don't care how your day is.
Yeah, solve my problem. Americano, watered down.
Oh, yeah. So I was telling you guys the story of Americano.
Yes.
My bad.
No, you brought it. You brought it back. So Americano, because Sylvia, right? You saw him adding water to his already made Americano. So Americanos are like a joke to Americans, like making fun of Americans, because an American went to Italy and asked them to dilute their espresso because the espresso shots were too strong. And he asked, can you add water? And as a joke, after that, they started calling the drink an Americano.
Oh.
Yeah.
The motherfucker's low-key always doing some shit, huh? Like, imagine being that one dude. He's just like, it makes me fucking shit. Do you want me to tell you that? Like, I'm gonna shit my fucking pants. Yeah, water it down a little. Sorry. Jesus, your milk is too fucking pure. I can't take it. A little water is crazy. You guys don't put ice in anything because it's like you don't have that here. I mean, we all don't want ice. I get that. But like, make it cold, you know?
Yeah. I can see that.
Yeah. I just.
But when do you know when that happened? Like, was
like
it
years
what?
ago?
Like how? Like
100 years ago. No, I'm just
can you
kidding.
can you look it up? I want to see.
I'm all making up shit.
So they.
That's
So that drink was created then
Yeah,
because of that. I'm sorry.
I'm like, that's why you guys had the hey, look it up thing, and then you have all the computers to look that shit up. Damn, okay, professional.
We got to look this up.
That's so sick. Okay,
I don't know how to spell, but I'm gonna look it up.
You'll get through this. I thought it was just like a cute name. Oh, it's Americano. That's what we're gonna call it.
It says the Americano was popularized during World War II, roughly 1939 to 1945, by American soldiers stationed in Italy, finding traditional Italian espresso too strong.
Oh, okay.
Diluted it. What does that say? Can't even see.
with hot water to mimic the milder
drip style coffee.
So is soldiers. Okay, you did that, and you're doing that to those who fought for our country. Mm-hmm. No, I'm kidding. That's kind of funny. I don't know. I think I want to do something stupid enough in another country to like be an idol.
Yeah.
Have it,
sorry,
like,
I'm an
named
icon.
after you?
Yeah.
Well, the same thing. It's similar. Coffee is just like ingrained in like American culture because I'm not too sure what manufacturer, but there was the reason why we have breaks today was because of the coffee break. to get more work out of laborers, they used to give them a break to go drink coffee to get caffeine so they can produce a little bit more at work. I think it was for like Ford manufacturer or something. You can look that up too, because I read that somewhere that happened.
And before, people didn't need smoke breaks because you could smoke inside like a man.
Yeah.
Like a fucking hardcore motherfucker.
They're all typing. Like,
do you remember those? Do you remember when people used to smoke? Or at least...
How old do you think I am?
Well, we're about the same age, right?
like,
we're about the same age.
65, right?
You're
No.
77,
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry. It's because I was mentally picturing... So
How old are you?
I'm 35.
93.
You're 33?
I said he's 93.
I'm going to be 35 this
No,
year.
I'm 35.
So,
Okay.
35.
I'm 30.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's younger than us.
All right. So back in my day.
He's like, you remember dinosaurs, right?
He's like, remember when you used, like, you had the car. It was a car, but you had to use your feet to get it going.
He's like, you remember, right?
He's like, you could smoke in those.
Those are the
Okay, so you remember people smoking inside?
No, the problem here is that he had a whole conversation in his brain by himself.
No, because I was. Hold on. Wait. It's because I missed these so much. There were smoke rooms. There were smoke rooms in.
How old were you? 10 years old in the smoke room?
Shut up. My dad used to take me.
His voice is actually much higher. That's his version of a hoarse voice because he's been smoking his whole life. His true voice is like, "Hi, I'm Gil."
He's like, you know those smoking rooms?
You remember the smoking rooms?
There you go.
They saw him in kindergarten. Like my kindergarten teacher used to take me to smoke room.
Instead of nap time, it was
Smoke time. Smoked in the morning, smoked in the afternoon. So they used to have these
I forgot what I was looking up.
these smoke rooms. Forget it. Forget it. We're talking about cigs now. Cigarettes. No, so they used to have these rooms in buildings that there were smoke rooms, and they were inside buildings, and you used to smoke in there. They had ashtrays, they had chairs, they had vending machines. It was pretty cool.
It should be, as it fucking should be. Bring it back. And you know what I hate? Okay, I get everyone loves weed. Weed's awesome. Mm-hmm. Weed, woohoo. And I smoked weed every now and then. I partake, okay? Mm-hmm. Very rarely. I'm extremely paranoid. I get scared and I think the cops are after me and I get too scared to do it. So I just don't partake often. But I'm a social smoker. I like to smoke when I'm around people, especially doing comedy. Having a cigarette to offer is gold. You talk to anybody if you offer them a fucking cigarette. And cigarettes are fun, and I like to have a cig with the girls. And I know, I get it. It's not good for you, and I'm going to die. You think I'm doing anything healthy for me? You're like, what fucking about me makes you think that I care about my health? You fucking idiot. Okay, let me die sooner then. Put me out of my fucking misery. Whatever. Anyway, I hate that there are certain cities where you can smoke weed walking down the street and nothing would happen to you. But if you got caught smoking a cigarette, you can get cited.
Really?
Really?
I used to work in Hermosa Beach, and if people were smoking a joint, the cops could tell you Beach. Hey, you can't do that.
Oh my
but
God.
if you got caught smoking a cigarette, they'd be like, they outlawed smoking cigarettes in this area. You can't smoke cigarettes around here.
But you can
no
smoke
way.
weed?
If you got caught smoking weed, I think it's less. I don't think you'd get penalized. They just tell you you can't do that outside that. It's like drinking beer basically, but cigarettes are literally just not allowed.
That is horrible.
When we went to Japan, because Japan just banned not being able to smoke publicly, because it a couple years ago, maybe not even 5 years did they ban it. And now they have like stations, and it's literally like just like partition walls. And you're on the street and you have to go into that partition, which it makes no fucking sense because there's no roof.
Yeah.
It's just like a wall around you. And I'm like, how does
It's
this
like a
make
square of people just standing around
and they're
smoking
like
a cigarette.
in there like sardines, like smoking like that. Just
it
to,
makes zero sense.
Yeah,
They can't even squat.
No.
They love that shit.
Yeah, they do. They do. We live behind a Japanese restaurant, and
yeah, we see
they like to
all
squat.
All the sushi
Asian people love the squat smoke, man. They love it. I said I wasn't gonna get racist, but I'm gonna, because that's just true. That's just true. Every time I do this to Adam Chong. You guys know Adam Chong.
Yeah.
Whenever they have a show at Idiots, at Sunset Lounge in Fullerton, the Idiots band, you guys know that, they perform and they do the music or whatever. And Adam closes out the shows a lot, and he will take up a lot of his time on stage to sing with them. And I always turn and I look at whoever's closest to me, and I go, "Oh, they fucking love karaoke." And when he gets off stage, I'm like, I said it again. I said, you guys love karaoke. He's like, I fucking do.
You're not wrong. Who was I telling? Oh, I was telling Viet the other day. We had Viet, but I didn't tell him on the podcast. I told him after that. One time I went to like a Korean like day spa, and it was like one of the first times I had ever gone. And then I go, and then like all the Asian ladies were naked, and I was like, whoa. I was like, all right. But I go to like shower, right? In shower time. And I was like, where the fuck are the showers? And they were like little, and I'm little. And I was like, these are even little for me. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to put my head down there? So then I seen a lady, and she was squatting. So they squat. Well, I don't know all of them, but in that place, in that establishment, they shower squatting. No stool, nothing. And I'm like, how do you not fucking slip?
Yeah.
No, like they legit like squat, which is funnier because then it like opens your butt cheeks and everything. And then I was like, oh,
that makes sense.
Oh, to like clean?
I don't know.
I mean, God knows I'm a big bitch, so I'll never find out. But how do you reach?
I think you'd be closer. I think you'd be closer.
I know, but
if you're squatting, you'd be closer to your holes.
But I'm using both my hands to hold myself up.
In that case, you're like, excuse me, can you
swallow the water and try to spit it in the right direction?
Can you get that for me?
You're like, señora, ¿me ayuda?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did not shower.
What do you mean they're small? Like there's a ceiling and they're
like
off?
this. They're like this small. No one can see me.
Or like what? Like wide.
Okay.
So that's what, like 2 feet?
I'm small, right?
You're how tall are you?
I'm 5 foot and I'm 4.
6'5", blue eyes.
That's how she got me. That's how she got me on Facebook.
She's like, on Tinder?
And it's funnier because I have no camera, so
they'll never know.
They'll never know.
Hell yeah.
I'm blonde. So I'm like 4'5".
Okay.
On a good day.
And they were like about here, like
the showers.
Head.
Oh,
The
so
head?
even when
Yeah,
like
so I can't
6
squat,
inches
but
lower.
she was like really low.
Whoa.
And then the water spouts out, and then she has like a balde.
Just the one?
Yeah.
But it was like the whole thing was like a regular shower though.
No, there was nothing above that.
But like there was space for you to stand in it.
No.
The
they were
ceiling?
all were,
It was still lower.
okay. You could stand in the ceiling.
Okay.
So you
Not like a Willy Wonka type of.
I was like, the door just gets smaller in there.
No. It was a normal
just
room.
getting bigger.
Normal room, but it was like a water hose, like, like a hose, like a thing pointing out, but it was short.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, maybe I just fill up my bucket, because then there's buckets per like thing, and I was like, maybe me echo agua, like when you go to Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico,
and then
yeah.
you're like, But then I seen all the ladies, and I was like, oh, and they squat. Yeah.
That's kind of hot. I don't know. I kind of fucking like that shit.
That's what I'm saying. And then it opens everything up more. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well, it's like scientifically true that I think it's Asian men. I don't know about Asian women, but Asian men sweat the least of any other culture or ethnicity. And that's why they have the least amount of BO.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like East Asian, like when we think about traditional, like Korean, Japanese, Vietnamese type people.
I can see that.
Yeah, it's true. It's scientifically proven. And 99.9% of Mexicans.
I'm going to smell all Asian people.
Just smelling them.
Like,
Yeah.
But why though?
I think their sweat glands just didn't develop evolutionarily like as necessarily as ours did.
Huh.
I think it has to do with like the sun and like the
Right.
Yeah, their need to sweat wasn't as
Greater
necessary.
as
Yeah.
as
And-
anybody else's.
And people with Mexican roots, I think it's like 99.9% of people who have real Mexican roots all have their wisdom teeth.
Huh.
Because a lot of people don't. They never get them.
No.
And if you're 99
I didn't know that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you're Mexican, like if you have real
I had wisdom
native.
teeth.
Yeah, I did too.
Do you have wisdom teeth?
No.
You got any teeth?
I don't know.
Just kidding.
Honestly, I don't know.
Are you on camera? Can
You
they see? Gil has 2 teeth, whether he needs them or not.
And he has blue eyes.
And blue eyes, yeah. Oh, this Aryan couple.
Hell no.
Hell no.
I'm like the whitest one in them all.
Yeah, I
No. No, I think you outwhite me.
Oh, I outwhite a lot of people.
Yeah?
I outwhite a lot of people. I get that a lot. I get a lot of people think I'm Middle Eastern.
Oh, I've gotten that.
Yeah.
Are you Lebanese?
I can
They
see
asked
that.
me Lebanese.
Yeah. I get Armenian a lot. I think it's my eyebrows.
Mhm.
I got real thick eyebrows.
Oh, you have colored eyes too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you from like Jalisco? Guadalajara?
People ask me that a lot too.
Yeah.
No, my dad's
Michoacan?
from my dad's from León, Guanajuato.
Oh, from
Oh.
Guanajuato.
Okay.
Yeah, but my mom's Salvadorian.
Okay.
Mm.
And I don't know why people say like it makes sense. But my dad
I don't know.
I'm like, does it?
Makes sense.
My dad's very, very okay, my grandma and my grandpa, my dad's side, light skin, colored eyes, blue eyes, both of them. My dad, they had 7 kids. My dad's the only one that's very brown, like very, very native looking, but he has blue eyes. The rest of the kids came out with white skin and blue eyes. My dad's the only one who came out brown. But out of all of their grandkids, only my dad's kids, which is me and my sister, came out with light skin and colored eyes. Everybody else came out with tan kids with brown eyes.
Oh, wow.
I think the genetics just skipped a generation in that way.
Yeah.
The way my dad got like that one gene to be brown, he's the only one who could give off the genes to have light skinned kids with blue eyes. And mine are green, not to brag.
Not blue.
No, truly not to brag because my colorism is a real fucking thing in Latino households. And like my grandma, I guess all my grandmas were like obsessed with me as a kid because I was light and
Yeah.
had colored eyes. And my cousins felt, and my sister, like my siblings, everybody around me felt the weight of that. And they would like lash out on me for having that like adoration from them, like my cousin used to be like, you have fucking booger eyes, you have Shrek eyes, you have ugly eyes, and like you're white like a white person, you're white like a Nazi. Like they would make me feel bad for
Wow.
well, I mean when you give a kid all this attention for
Yeah.
something that you don't have,
Yeah, you have no control over.
of course.
Yeah.
And children are going to lash out because what do they feel? They feel like, oh, so then I'm ugly. I'm not enough. I'm like,
Yeah.
so then I started to feel what they felt because they gave that to me and I needed that. I needed the humbling of it because now I understand my privilege. I understand how colorism really is a thing, like when I'm out in public with my boyfriend is Latino. He's Nicaraguan and Mexican. And he looks Latino. He's, he has a dark complexion, dark eyes, dark hair.
I was gonna ask you, is he a dark complexion?
Yeah. I found me one of those. All right. I love him brown.
I just noticed. I noticed that when like women, even I guess some men, but like when they're white, like I'm attracted to like look at him.
Yeah.
Like I don't want a pasty white man. Like I'm attracted.
Have all your
to,
boyfriends been dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Do they know
of them.
Spanish?
No.
Dark, but Spanish now.
But for me, it was kind of like you. I mean, my cousins didn't like tell me things, but I always remember my grandma being like, "Ay, qué bonita, bien blanquita." And then I would be like, I don't want to be this color. I want to be nice and tan, and I want to like, be able to go out in the sun and get like so not that I hated being white, but I didn't want to be white. I've always liked like the darker complexion. And
yeah, well, I mean, you grew up in Paramount. What are we surrounded by? A bunch of other Latino people. Yeah. I grew up in Torrance and Southgate and South Central. We grew up around a bunch of, ethnic people, Latinos and, Asians and Black people. And we, for us, it was like almost a rare sighting to see white people. I know people think of Torrance as like, that's where they keep them. They keep them on the side that I didn't live on. I did not go to any of the Torrance highs. So like, I didn't see, like they were the smallest percentage in our high schools and in everything, So being a white passing Latina, you're accepted less by Latinos because they're like, you don't understand our struggle. And to an extent, they're right. But to X you out because they think you don't understand, it's like, shit, bitch, my mom's brown. Like, I know, and it doesn't help, but it's like, why exclude someone who, if I have a privilege, I could help you?
Yeah.
Why exclude someone who can help? True. And it's like, there's like now Afro-Latinas is such a big thing and people give them all this love that they deserve because they were X'd out for so long.
Who?
Afro-Latinas.
Oh, Afro-Latinas. Okay.
They were X'd out and just like not considered for so long. To this day, people are like, you can't be Mexican. You can't be. And it's like, yeah, absolutely they can be. And they're given all this love and attention that they didn't have before. And they so deserve it. They deserve to be seen by their people. And I love that. They should have that. I'm like, now let us into. But don't let us in because you're obsessed with the white skin. Don't let us in. Let us in because we are actually just Latina.
Yeah.
Don't let me in because you like that white people like look.
Mm-hmm.
That's that Eurocentric shit.
Yeah.
Like me because we relate in experience and in culture, not because I look a certain way,
Absolutely. And I think it is like people are probably gonna be like, ay, estás complaining, it's so hard. Because I mean, I think I'm light skinned, but I'm I mean, I don't know. I see myself differently. I'm like, I'm not. No, but I think you're right. I mean, it is, and it's kind of like within our, I always remember seeing this que decía like, in Mexico no hay racismo, in Mexico there's no racism, and then you like scroll down and it was like, ay, pinche prieto, like like all these words that we use within our culture, and it's like sometimes it sucks because it within like the Mexican culture, it's like there's always this thing of who's more Mexican, and it'd be like, oh, you're not Mexican enough, you're more European than anything. Like I remember being told that, and then I was like, I'm not European. Like I was so offended because I was like, I'm not Spanish. But then it was like, well, yeah, you kind of are. You know what I mean? And it's like we always have this like struggle, and I have cousins that are both Black and Mexican, and I remember like my cousin like crying, like he would just be like, nobody wants to hang out with me, like I'm not Mexican enough to hang out with Mexican people, and I'm not Black enough to hang out with like the Black kids at school. And he went to school in Linwood, and it was like, well, there was no in between, there was no other, and it's hard. It's like it's just I don't know.
Finding like your voice to speak up and be like, hey, chill the fuck out because I know exactly what you're experiencing. We're the same, and then two, just like Accepting yourself when you feel so unaccepted is hard.
Yeah.
That shit's tough.
Absolutely.
But I mean, I know that it's a privilege to have white skin, and that's just a common fucking knowledge, you know? Like, I get certain privileges that certain people don't, but I see the exclusionariness of it in comedy, especially as a Latina comic, because most people assume I'm not a Latina comic. And I so badly want to perform for Latino crowds. That's my favorite thing. That's why I chose Chatterbox to be my spot. It's mostly Latino comics, you know? And I love performing for anybody. I'll perform for fucking anybody, anywhere, anytime, sure. But I have the most fun in a Latino room because they get me and I get them.
Of course.
But bigger Latino comics don't look for me. They don't, not usually. I'm starting to finally make my way with a lot of them, which I really appreciate. Like, a lot of bigger Latino comics that are finally starting to give me opportunities. And that's so, so cool because they're finally giving me a voice to my people, you know, even if it's the fucking 5 minutes before their show, you're giving me the opportunity to be seen by my people too, you know? And I think that's so important. But when you see flyers for the Latino nights, what do? You see a beautiful Latina girl with big curly brown hair and big beautiful brown eyes, and she fits the mold of what a Latina girl is supposed to look like. If they put me on that fucking flyer, what's it gonna look like? You got this fat white bitch to be on your Latino night, and everyone so it's not as appealing.
Yeah,
I'm not as appealing to have on there, and I feel like that's why I'm so strongly every room I walk into, I'm just like, I'm Latina. I'm Mexican. I'm Salvador. I'm Mexican and Salvador. It's in my bio, and I tell everybody. And when I get the opportunity to speak Spanish, I'm gonna fucking speak Spanish because I feel like I have to make it extra known.
Yeah,
extra known so that people are like, oh, I didn't know, you didn't. I made it known at every single opportunity. I made it known, you know. And yeah.
So what are you doing now to get that point across just every day in your comedy career?
I say it up top at most of my sets. Most of my sets I say I am Latina. I try to perform a lot, again, like I said, in Latin crowds. I'm at Chatterbox all the time. I put it in my bio. It's a new thing for me because I'm such a fucking I'm a pussy. I am I get so nervous to reach out to people for opportunities. It makes me feel uncomfortable because I'm like, I don't want to have to beg anybody. I don't want to be a burden on anybody to beg them to give me the opportunity. I'm like, I want to be good enough that one day they'll just notice me and they'll want me to be around. I won't have to ask to be around. But then I ask all my homies, how'd you do that? How'd you get that? And they're like, oh, we asked.
Yeah, I just asked.
Yeah, I'm like, a closed mouth doesn't get fed.
Right.
So now I'm just when I see a Latino comic that I'm a fan of, you know, I'm like, hey, I'm Latina. I'd love to be on one of your shows. That's literally my opening line because I'm like, maybe they think that we're not going to relate to their audience, but I'm like, that's my audience too. So I just try to now I'm starting to reach out to people more and not being as chiviada about doing it. I'm like, hey, please, fucking please.
It's so interesting that you talk about that because I guess it's within the men within the comedy community. They don't just want to be in front of Hispanic crowds or Latino crowds. I want to be everybody's comic, right? Is some of the conversations that I have with some of these Latino comics. They want to be in front of, they want to generalize themselves in broader audiences, not just Latino comics. And I tell them, dude, being a Latino comic with your Latino material in front of mostly Latino crowd, dude, why? What's wrong about that? Why wouldn't you want to be? I guess they don't want to be closed off in just being a Latino comic. I think you talking about that is something that I really never heard before.
I get where they're coming from, and I feel the same. I want to be able to perform to anybody anywhere. I want to be invited to places that I've never been to. I want to go to the middle of fucking America and some weird, creepy places that I didn't think I'd end up in. I don't give a fuck. I'll do anything to anybody, you know?
Right. Yeah,
But
of course.
I'm going to specialize my material to my people, because even in the creepy, dark places that you don't think your people are going to be in, they're there.
Yeah, of
And
course.
they're going to want somebody that they can relate to. They're not going to come out to a fucking comedy show with a bunch of words that they don't understand, with experiences that they've never had. So fucking bring out the people that want to see me. I'm not going to minimize my experience to make everybody feel welcome. I'm not going to be like, hey, do you remember that one time when your grandma called you to do it? Like, I'm not going to tell you an extremely personal story and X out everybody.
Right.
But I'm going to make my experience known, because that's all I fucking know. That's the only thing I know how to joke about. And the whole like, yeah, man, this has come out on so many things. And there was like one celebrity who said something about it on a talk show once. But you know how it's like, what's that thing? Like, it's better to be a jack of all trades instead of specializing in one thing.
Right. I don't know.
So it's like it's like a jack of all trades, or like it's better to be able to do everything. But it's like the people who know how to do everything can't specialize in a single thing.
Right.
So it's like you're half-assing all of your abilities. You're half-assing all of your material because you're so scared that people aren't going to relate to you in your specialty. But if you're good enough in your specialty, if you try hard enough, if you make your specialty so fucking good, people who would have never paid attention to it, never really cared, will take an interest, because they're like, I've never heard that type of experience. I've never heard these types of jokes. I can't relate to it, but I find it funny. It's like you can make it general even if you're being specific. You can make it general because humor is universal, you know? When people used to joke by just fucking like you know, Lucille Ball fucking the chocolates and putting it in the dress, and it's just very physical.
Yeah, it's universal.
It's universal.
Yeah.
And it's lovely. And I mean, she's an icon, but times have changed. You can find universal material everywhere, because those are the ones who, sure, are the most popular, but who are your favorites? The ones that you relate to.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to expand on your point about the jack of all trades thing, I feel like in this like social media culture, this content creation culture, we have to, and I hear this too, is like you have to be doing everything, right? And me personally, based on my experience and what I've learned, I don't think we necessarily have to do everything. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do stand up. You don't. You could do. You can do stand up, but you don't have to do sketches. You don't have to have a podcast. You don't have to go out and do interviews. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Why not just focus on one or two things and be good at that, or at least try to be the best you can be at that?
Because we're a society that is measured
more.
We measure our worth by how much we can do, and like we're not a society of resting or perfecting a craft or focusing your entire life on one thing. We measure our worth. How much are you worth? How busy are you being? How many things are you doing? How many audience are you appealing to? That's how we measure it, and it's not always good.
No, because also, I want to appeal to everybody, but do I? You know? Do I want people that I wouldn't actually fuck with in real life to relate to me?
Yeah.
What does that say about me?
You don't, and that's the thing about your craft, is you don't have to. They're your jokes. They're your show. You can pick and choose who you want to be in those rooms or who you want to perform to. You don't have to appeal to everybody.
You don't. No. And it's kind of nice when you see someone that you would never expect to relate to you. When I first started doing comedy, the people who came up to me the most were skinny white boys. And they would be like, your shit was so fucking good, dude. That was great. I'm like, really, I relate to skinny white men the most.
You go back home and you erase
yeah,
everything.
I'm gonna rewrite all of it, but it's like, no, they related to it in their own way, and that's awesome and that's sick. But also, that's how you find people with the right vibe, And the only right vibe that I can think of is a vibe that I'd fuck with. So if they fuck with me, we're on the same fucking level. Like one of my jokes, and my friends make fun of me for it all the time, because it's like the joke that I do every time where I call saying that I hate skinny bitches. Mm-hmm. I do that everywhere I go. And it's my favorite thing. And I don't mostly. And but I say it a lot. And for the most part, I would say 95% when I pick on a skinny girl in the crowd to be like, yeah, fuck you. 95% would be like girls just being like, oh, you're so stupid. I'm not even skinny. Stop. Like, no, I'm not even, no. And like, they're cool about it. They're silly little ladies and they're lovely and they'll come up to me after and we'll have a good talk about it. But there's been like very few circumstances where the girls get offended and they're like, they take it real negative. And they're just like, one time I had this girl that was like, we suck the same dick.
What the fuck?
And I was like,
what does that have to do with anything?
I'm in a committed relationship. I hope we don't. Like, I'm gonna ask some fucking questions when I go home. You're sucking this dude's dick? That's crazy. And then after she's like, fat people are bitches too. And I was like, oh, we can't be friends. You don't relate to me on that same level, and that's fine. There's gotta be people that just don't fucking like your shit. There's gotta be. I expect every time I go into a room and I'm like on the offense or whatever, like trying to offend people. Of course, I'm doing it like in a silly way. I never want to truly offend anybody. But the people who have that attitude, who are waiting to be offended, who are waiting to be targeted in a negative way, I'm just like, I wouldn't want to fuck with you on a regular day regardless. So if you don't like me, girl, thank you.
Yeah.
Head out. Don't be here. Don't follow me. Don't fuck with me.
I think we had this conversation last podcast or something where we were talking about like people that go to shows and they get very like offended by things. And to me, I'm just like, stay home. Like there's something in like I get where you're going right with this conversation, but also I was just thinking like, fuck, like she must be going through some shit or there's something internalizing in her that she can't see fit as like a joke. Like it's like she felt like you were like targeting her, like you were out to get her. Yeah. And I'm like, oh,
and also rough. Like I there are people obviously who have like eating conditions where being called skinny can be super triggering. I understand that. And that could be like a my bad. But if you feel like you're the center of the universe and I'm saying these words specifically to trigger you, like, who am I, Mossad? I don't know shit about you, girl. I'm speaking in general, like I'm here for shits and giggles. I never meant to come here specific. Like, I put a nail in your tire too. Like, if I'm not saying don't go watch comedy if you're easily offended or triggered easily. I'm saying do some research before you go out. If you feel like you don't like certain types of comedy, if you feel like you don't like like people self-deprecation, you don't like people ragging on themselves or ragging on other people or talking about race or sex or stuff like that, do research about where you're going before you go. Look up a clean comedy show. Look up clean comedy clubs and patronize those places because they're going to give you a little cushion.
Right.
They're going to afford you laughs without, hurting your feelings. And that is truly what a lot of, older people do. Older people do that all the time. They're the ones patronizing those places. And people who are like on a work retreat or fucking, it's like whatever, where they're doing something where they can't be fully like down with the gremlins and shit.
And that's the beautiful thing about comedy is that you can find something for anybody. Like whatever your choice is and whatever you like, you can find that in comedy anywhere. I have this coworker that his wife is a nurse, or she's in the nursing industry, and so is his brother. He's in the nursing industry. And he asked me, because he knows that I, go out and do stand-up. He asked me if I knew this this comedian that does all nurse material. And I was like, I didn't even know that was even a thing.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, yeah, we're going to go see them on this day and this day. It's probably going to be all nurse jokes. And I'm probably not going to even know what's going on throughout the set. I was like, okay, cool. But just knowing that there's specific targeted, and that's pretty specific, like a male nurse, that's a pretty specific target audience. So anybody can find anything that they like.
Yeah. It's a fucking 21 flavors, baby. Like, keep trying different ones.
Keep trying, right.
What's the internet for if not to find people that you fuck with? Like,
right.
There's so many options for you to find what you like. If you know you're the type of person who can't handle hearing certain things, don't fuck around and find out.
Right.
Don't. And if you do, if you're already there, you fucked up, you said yes to plans, you didn't know what was going to happen, and now you're stuck somewhere. I know it's hard. I know it's tough, but truly, either just get up and leave, because it's not for you. And if it doesn't serve you, you don't have to be there. No one's holding your hand,
right.
No one's putting a gun to your head saying, stick around. You have to watch this. Either get up and leave, or sit quietly, stew, have a moment, have an inner thought. Then when you leave, say, that was fucking terrible, and I'm never going to do that again. Yeah. It's that easy. It's like the same thing as customer service. You go to a restaurant, you didn't like the service. Are you gonna be an ass? Are you gonna be one of the people who are assholes and be like,
yelling?
Hey, you fucked up my shit. I'm never coming back here. Just don't go back there.
Yeah.
Don't tip them if you really feel like it was that bad. Don't tip them and leave, and never go back.
The sucky part is that some people, they base their whole perception on whatever it is. Maybe let's say Korean barbecue. That's for instance, because I thinking about Korean barbecue right now. I think so. Going to like a specific Korean barbecue place that you want to go to and you experience it and you have a bad experience, right, at a Korean barbecue spot. Now some take that experience and use that and define every single Korean barbecue place ever. Some people do that with comedy. They go to a comedy show and they have one bad experience and they're like, nope, I went to a comedy show before and I sat in the front and this person or this comic said this, they're all the same, blah, blah, blah. It happens. It happens. And that's very unfortunate, because I feel like with all these different flavors, you should be able to try them out.
I don't know. I'm coming to think that maybe there's certain people that comedy shows are not for them.
And that's another thing too. Yeah. I wouldn't sit and watch a tennis match. Well, yeah, I would sit and watch a tennis match. But I'm just saying, like, there's certain things out in the world that I would try.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it, and I don't. But I don't know.
And there's also like humor, right? Everyone's humor is different.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the level of comedy that they can endure. I mean, there's been times where I'm like, my stomach is hurting laughing, and then there's times that I'm just like,
your stomach hurts.
I'm so fucking disturbed.
Yeah.
Like, I leave a place like, I'm fucking disturbed.
I need a shower.
Yeah. Like that was like crazy.
Yeah.
But,
that was crazy. Yeah.
that was
like, damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. That was the only phrase I could think of. I was like, that's crazy. But I think that I understand. I'm not a comedian, right? And even before being surrounded, like even before being with Gil and him doing comedy and everything, I always liked comedy. Like, I used to go to comedy shows with my best friend, like way back, like in 2010, And I really like comedy. I like the craft of comedy. I like sometimes that it's really rough and edgy, and then sometimes I like that it's just like clean cut. Like it's, but again, it takes a special person. It takes a special person. No, but I think it takes a certain person to really, if you're not a comic, to understand comedy in general. Because I mean, I've had a friend that one time she was like, I think she came to like one of your first open mics, and she thought it was like a comedy show. And she was like, oh, we had to sit through like 16 open mic comics. And it was like her friend's first, like, that was her first experience of like comedy. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I wish you would have like asked me before or something, you know? And she's like, yeah, my friend was like wanted to shoot her brains out. And I was like, oh.
Well, that's the thing is like, self-awareness, diva. Let's start now. Like, where are you? Who are you with? Are you okay? Are you safe? What's happening? Like, ask questions. You could have said no. I think at every point, if you don't know where you are, what's happening, what's going on, either you're being proposed to or you're not paying attention. You know, like, try harder to really understand what's happening. If things feel a little off, say, hey, what's going on here for real? You know,
what is this? Where are we?
Because your presence isn't necessary. Your presence is never necessary. It's just not. Yeah, I think comedy is universal. People find humor in different things. Yeah. I think everyday comedy shows that happen that aren't specifically in a club, where the club can outline who's going to be there, what time, what the lineup looks like. If you're going to like a random show at a coffee shop, at anything, unless the flyer for that show says like clean comedy or, you know, all ages or 13, you know, PG-13, but not rated R or whatever. Like, unless it's explicitly listing what's going to happen, don't go. Don't go if you don't, you know, take things lightly. That's it.
I just thought of, sorry, with you saying all that, I thought of, remember the time we had the open mic, the variety open mic that the mayor came and everything?
Yeah.
So we used to do like before he started doing the comedy open mic.
I used to host, we used to host a mixed open mic.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so like
for
music,
the community,
poems,
and
nice.
Kids would come, and the mayor came, and like
the mayor,
the mayor Paramount, like it was really nice, wholesome. Like, you know, you
really
had singers, you had some
poetry,
comedy later, poetry, dancing, all these things, right? So then this girl, and of course, we don't know who it is, because I handled like the signups, and then we would just have people like sign up, you know, online and before, so we knew what our list was going to be or whatever.
That was fun.
So then this girl signs up, and then I had a category, and she put comedy, and I said, oh, and the girl was like, oh, that's cool. You were here, right? When that happened? Yeah. And we're like, oh, that's cool. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And
I don't know if I was hosting back then, but I was definitely doing the sound.
I probably hosted that day.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Point is that she shows up, right? I don't even know who she is. I wouldn't even, like, if I seen her somewhere. But she did comedy.
I remember her handle on Instagram too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay.
And her last name. After. And her last name.
Okay, then yeah, I want to see her again. So she shows up, right? And by this time, like, there's already a bunch of families, like, sitting down, and people are eating churros, like, you know. And she comes, and she's like, oh, I'm here for the open mic. And then she's, like, looking around, like, really, like I could tell, like, she was kind of like, you know, where am I? And she, like, reeked of weed. And I was just like, fuck. Like, you know, like, at that point, like, my brain was like, shit, like, she's in the wrong place. But I said, okay, she'll tell me if she wants to pull out, or, you know, and then, you know, whatever. The show starts and everything. And then she goes up. Right? She goes up, and she's like, again, like, smells like weed and everything. And then she goes up, and she starts her jokes, and like right out the gate, like the first joke was like a dick sucking joke. And then she like
open with the banger.
Yeah. And then she pointed out like my brother-in-law's mom. And it's like this like she's like an older Mexican lady. Like the lady ni sabía what she was saying, but she was like, I know you suck dick. And then everybody's like, and then she just like, bombed like bad. Like
she held in there though.
She held in there.
She hung in there,
but
dude.
she bombed so bad, and then she pulled me aside like after, and she's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I didn't realize there was children until I got up there and I looked. She's like, and then I seen kids like drinking like their frogs and like old ladies. And she's like, but I couldn't, like, I had my set. Like, she's like, I don't have anything that's clean. And I was like,
I couldn't stop myself. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. And I remember looking at Gil and being like, how do we get her off? Like, how do we stop this? Because like
I'm the only one laughing in the audience.
The mayor was like looking around, like everybody looked like they were like in distress, like because it was like it's funny. Now in hindsight, it's really funny.
It's hilarious now, but it was pretty bad.
But at that moment,
it was really bad.
It was really bad.
If you're watching this, I love you, Queen.
Yeah.
I love you, Queen.
She didn't bail.
I felt so bad for her.
Fucking go off, diva. Go off. Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you mean. I've been put in those circumstances as well. Did you guys outline in like the signups? Hey, this is a family event. Please make sure you temper.
We had on the website, it said family friendly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, family friendly material.
Right. And then plus it was
just an event because we weren't tailoring it to comedians. We still hadn't really had comedians on.
I think now thinking about that particular situation.
Yeah.
As now, going to different open mics, I feel that if you're signing up for a mixed mic,
mm-hmm.
I think that's maybe a given. Maybe. I don't know. That's just me. But me personally, I think that, okay, it's a mixed mic. Okay, so there's a mixture of audiences in there.
But our flyer only said open mic.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's the tough
music.
part.
It
did say music.
It said
poetry.
Open mic night, music, poetry, comedy.
That's right.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt really bad.
Yeah, it's a very gray
area. Yeah,
but I just
gray
remember
situation.
Feeling like, how do I stop this?
Yeah, chaotic. You just feel like you're being torn apart.
And it was like the longest 3 minutes because that's all she got was like 3 minutes.
We gave her 3 minutes only?
It was 3 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, because remember the performances were 3 to 5 minutes because we had a lot of performances.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
And I could just see my mom like, get her off. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, that's the other thing about the the general and the specific.
Yeah.
I know a lot of comics are like, I know a lot of both who are working on having a clean set so that they're able to have more opportunities.
Yeah.
And I know comics who absolutely refuse to do any shows where they have to be fully clean because they're like, I'm not going to tailor my shit to fit your standards. I'm not going to do that. But I get the clean comics too because it's like, yeah, I'm tailoring my set. I'm reaching a wider audience, but it's because once I have that reach, I can do what I want and I'm going to have the eyes of the people who got to see me. I understand both sides. And I feel like I fall right in the middle, to be honest, because I try to have clean material that I could pull out in times of discomfort, to be honest. Like, I've been at shows where there's a lot of elderly people and like some random kids that you didn't know could be at a bar. But they are. And you're just like, it's like really hard to say like come while looking at a 4-year-old's face. It's weird. It's weird, you know? It's uncomfortable. Like even saying fuck is weird in front of a kid. Like I'm just like, I've had moments where I'm like, and like I look at a kid's innocence in their eyes. I'm like, I'm flipping dislike thin women instead of like skinny bitches because I just felt so uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
But there are times too where I'm like, I'll ask the host. I'll ask before I go on. And I'll ask all the time. Does it have to be clean, right?
Yeah.
I could do what I want, right? And as long as they give me the go ahead, I just try not to look at anybody who I don't want to look at. I try to make eye contact with the people that I'm like, oh, they look kind of sick. I'm gonna talk to them, and whoever else came should have known better, and that's on them. But there is a discomfort to it where I can understand why you would want to have the clean material to back yourself up, but also like I see it as a writing challenge.
Oh, 100%. I that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Particularly me, my style, I don't curse as much. Maybe I'll throw an F in there, maybe a F bomb, maybe one out of a 10-minute set, maybe one, maybe a B word.
Yeah.
In there, I've cleaned up my writing in the past, like I want to say year.
Mm-hmm.
I challenge myself, and I don't want to even like references of like sexual orientation and orifices and even, I think just sex in general. I've cut like a lot of stuff out.
That's tough.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I'd be like, tits, balls, fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Would you agree?
Love it.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Right? Like I'm trying to cut a lot of stuff down.
I think every comic goes through an evolution.
Right.
And I think that's beautiful. And sometimes it goes in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think it will, because you can reach, again, whoever you want if you're clean.
Mm-hmm.
You can do everything to anybody if you're clean. But if you think of Richard Pryor, people had to start off being clean to reach those audiences. And then they honed in on their craft and their experiences.
George Carlin did the same thing too.
And then they got dirty because they're like, it's not what you thought it was. But I can see going in either direction. I think it truly is a challenge, and we should be challenging ourselves to expand our ability to create and write and see our experiences maybe through a more innocent lens rather than being so fucking cynical all the time. I think that's a wonderful thing. I've tried to do it. I've done sets where I had to be clean. I've done sets where not until I was already there, they've told me, hey, you're doing 20 minutes clean.
Whoa.
When I only have ever done 8 before in my life. And I'm
You're
like...
just like repeating the same jokes.
But now I know I have 20 minutes clean. I can do it. It is possible. It's not impossible. Right. There's a way to be funny without having to do all of those things. And that when clean comics tell you that, like, it's just not necessary. It's not necessary. Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to make fun of anybody. You don't have to make fun of yourself. No, you don't have to.
Wait, clean? You can't self-deprecate?
You can. You can, but to a certain extent, you know?
I feel
that's interesting.
Like him as a person, like a real person, not even in comedy. He's not
a real person.
Like a real person,
a real boy.
Yeah. He's not a person that's like he doesn't talk. He doesn't cuss. Like he hardly cusses unless he has to or he's mad or something. But he's not the type of guy that's like, oh, my dick. Like he's not that person. I do have general.
Right. I do have my moments, days, my days,
yeah.
And I feel that those and to go back to writing, I think it's in a weird way it's special that you're able to imagine
pull them out very rarely so people are excited to hear
exactly. Imagine you watch a clean comic for 30 minutes and then they have like a 5-minute piece
then a pissed on her
right. Yeah. Which it's satisfying because you don't get to see that very often, and also it's surprising,
it's special
and I like that.
Vince Caldera did that once.
Really?
I went to go see his hour at UCB.
Okay.
And
is that where he filmed his?
I think so.
His half hour.
Yeah.
It was half hour.
I don't remember how much time. I was just having so much. I was having so much fun.
Really,
truly,
Vince?
it was incredible. I feel like up until then I had only seen him perform like smaller sets, like shorter sets, maybe at most 15 to 20 minutes. But like watching him perform, I was sitting on the edge of my seat because even though it was clean and it was just, silly and not sexual, not dirty, nothing like that, no cussing, no nothing. At the end of his set, he did like not even like crazy, but like tiny sexual references, like very, very minimally sexual references, like jokes. And when I tell you, I cried of joy of how fucking funny it was, how much harder it hit because I wasn't like overcome with constant, attack of sex. That little tiny bit is all I needed to hit my dopamine centers for me to be like, he's a fucking genius. And he is. And that's why he's so beloved, because he has the ability to do it. And I understand people, I've talked to comics who say that. That's not my everyday life. Right. That's not my experience. I don't tend to cuss. I don't tend to talk about sex like that. It's not, how I exist. And I think if that's not how you exist, be yourself. Yeah. Like the cleanliness, that's just who you are. And I think that's lovely. And I wish I was more that way. Mm-hmm. Truly, I grew up in church. But now, girl, I'm fucked up, But
it's true.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to say.
You're right.
To him, he's true to himself in his comedy because he's not like trying to be anyone else. Yeah. And you with yourself, you're true to yourself because that's what you want. And I was thinking to myself, like, I am, así como me ves, like, I cuss all day. Like, every other word is fuck, shit, la, 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 la. Like, and it just comes out naturally. Yeah. And I don't even think that I'm doing it. But for me, like, we got grounded if we said stupid. Mm-hmm. Like, stupid was the equivalent of like fuck you, you know? So now that I can do it, it's just like it feels so good. And I feel like if I was a comic, I'd be that comic. Like I wouldn't be clean. I would be my authentic self of like
I got the table on the brain.
Yeah.
Like, that's just how I grew. Like that's my experience. My dad, my uncles, the way they talk. My dad to this day, when he calls me, he's like, "¿Qué onda, pinche cabrona? ¿Qué haces, pinche huevona? Hija tu pinche madre." That's how we talk. Like that's how we fuck with each other, And like in school, that's how I talked. And like I worked with seniors. Okay, I worked with seniors for like 3 or 4 years. It's my favorite job I've ever had ever. Comedy I consider like my actual life, but like in terms of jobs, working with seniors was my favorite thing. It was so fucking hard every single day to be professional. If I struggle with anything, it's professionalism. And if anybody at my job is listening, that's not true. I'm an extremely professional person and I do not curse or smoke cigarettes at work. And, but I struggled with like just being professional and not cursing and all that stuff. But I have to switch my modes on and off. And I would feel the anxiety of not being able to curse all day. I would feel the anxiety of not being able to like be weird and dirty. And when I found like elder people that I got along with really well and they would cuss a lot whenever I was alone with them, I'd be like, I'm like, these are my fucking people. And I'm like, what the fuck is up, Tony? How you fucking doing, bro? I'm like, these bitches are crazy. I'm like, and then I'd like really connect with those people. But like some of my favorite ladies were like very, very quiet and clean and reserved. And I understood that. So I like out of respect didn't do it. But I don't have to respect a fucking stranger. I'm sorry. You came to see me. And if you don't like it, like I said, go.
I remember the first time that I that I showed my mom the side of who I really was. Because I still to this day, like I won't cuss in front of her. And it's funny because my dad, I mean, he knows my dad is, I'm my dad's mini, like seriously. And I remember the first time I ever showed my mom a little side of like, I remember hearing this joke on the radio. I used to like to hear like Caleb and El Piolín, like, like those things growing up. Yeah. And I remember somebody doing a joke that was, I don't know how to translate it. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to laugh. But it was, no es lo mismo. So you know what encaje is? Lace? Like lace? Like un encaje?
Lace?
Like lace, like the material.
Okay.
Like, like lace. So the joke was, no es lo mismo un encaje negro, right? So black lace, que te lo encaje un negro.
Oh, that's fucking wild. That's wild. I love
and
that.
it was like the first joke that I like learned, and I thought it was like funny. And one of my aunts from Mexico would let me whenever I would go, because I grew up going to like Mexico. My parents would send me like for summers and stuff like that. And with her, I could like do anything. I remember her being like, "Do you ever just want to like scream bad words?" And then I was like, "Yeah." And then she's like, "Well, do it." And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Sí." And then I was like, "Pero como que?"
Sí.
And I'm like, "Pero como que voy a decir?" And she's like, "Pues, you know, whatever you want." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Hijo de tu pinche madre." And then I started laughing, and she would laugh. And to this day, like she's like my second mom, and we laugh because we do that. But I remember her being in the car, and I felt safe because she was in the car to say this joke. And then I remember my mom like she couldn't hold her laughter, but she was also like wanting to be mom mode.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got you. Like to me, that was like the proudest moment. And I know it was like the dirtiest joke, but I don't know. I just felt like,
that's beautiful. I love that. I love that because as you fucking should. I like my boyfriend's mom is more reserved and we live in her garage now. So I've had to learn to temper the way I speak around her, but she's heard me and she's seen my comedy and I know she struggles with it a little bit. She's been very kind and very understanding where she's like, "Oh, I understand, you know, you have an audience and this and that." But I've had to learn to temper myself down so that I'm not like disrespecting her. But she's heard my dad call me on the phone and she's like, "Oh, like you were actually just raised that way. Like your family just is like that." And I'm like, "Yeah." And when people are like, "Oh, it's just unnecessary. It's not this, it's not that." And I'm like, "No, but you know what I'm not? I'm not bitter. I'm not angry.
Yes.
I'm not fucking, I don't like to fight people. I'm very empathetic and I'm very understanding." Why? Because I don't hold it in. I'm not holding that anger in. All of the negative, like little freaky thoughts I have, whatever it is, I say it out loud and then I don't do it. You know, if I didn't cuss, I'd kill somebody.
I think I would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm fucking
That's
mad.
true. Right.
You know, I'm pissed. But I'd rather say it out loud and just be expressive all the time because I don't want to repress the anger I have and then become bitter or become sad or become so fucking like destitute, you know, like really just so fucking down bad that I do something crazy that I wouldn't expect. I feel like people who are reserved, who were raised reserved, have a lovely relationship with each other that I just can't relate to.
Yeah.
I'm like, where do you, GILL specifically, where do you release that? Where do you let that out? Whatever anger you have inside of you.
Like verbally.
He hits me. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew it. I knew it. She was 6'5" when I came in here.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Like verbally, I would say I express it in I release that tension, that energy in other ways, in other weird ways. Amber thought I have these moments of like certain like outbursts when it's quiet, and I
got so mad at him the other day.
Yeah.
But, okay, now it makes sense. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? Like it's I do release it, but I release it in other ways.
Yeah.
And maybe have a cigarette every now and then, right? Have a coffee at 8 p.m. But there are certain ways that you can release it, like verbally. I like making weird sounds.
Yeah.
I like doing like weird voices.
Yeah.
To Amber mostly, but there's just certain ways. You do
Yeah,
that.
he does.
Yeah.
I feel like physically too, that's probably why a lot of people run, why a lot of people, you know, box or pick up an extra
Karaoke.
thing.
I do
He
car
karaokes
karaoke
every day.
Lovely.
I ruin my vocal cords
Okay.
every day.
Do you have road rage?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you shout in the car or do you just cut people off? What's your...
I shout in the car.
Okay. Do
Yeah.
you cut people off and like flip them off and curse them out?
No.
No, not anymore. I used to until one time I used to like flip off people, honk and cut them off, but until like one time I did do that to this person, and they cut me off. They parked right in front of me and stopped.
Yeah.
And caught me off guard. It was green, and they caught me, and they got off the car, and I got so scared. I was literally shitting my pants.
Oh shit!
And that was the last time I ever did that, because I don't know. I was pretty scared.
Yeah.
He looked like he had a gun.
Oh, that's my biggest fear. I have such incredible road rage. Oh yeah, man. I love it. I love it.
Do you flip them off?
I try not to. I don't flip people off unless they're flipping me off. I will.
Do you do like one of these things? I did one of these things in my work truck, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot I'm in my work truck.
No, I do pull up next to people and stare them down.
No
and just
way.
Go like, you fucking idiot.
Really?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my God, you're a gangster.
Yeah, I eye them up and down. I'm like, fucking dumbass. Whenever I can. But you can tell the difference of like someone who's truly just like being an asshole and someone who made a mistake. Someone who made a mistake, you pull up to you and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? But someone who's being an asshole, you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And you know you deserve that because you're a piece of shit.
I'm prohibited from doing any of those things.
The only time that somebody like stops me and tries to talk to me on the road is like if I left a burrito in the back of my car or something.
Oh my God, which he did.
Has that happened?
It's happened.
How could you ever?
I thought he was like, what did I do? I didn't do anything to this guy.
You're like, I've signaled the entire time.
I did. And then he was just like, and I was like, what?
You went like that to roll your window?
Yeah, I was like, oh my
Old
God.
school?
Yeah,
I was so scared. I was so scared. I was like, what is he gonna do? And then as I'm like driving, he was like, burrito. He's like, burrito. I was like, what? He's like, burrito, lunch. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then we parked in I finally got to my destination, got out of the truck, and my burrito was in the back of my bed of my truck. It survived a drive on the 5 freeway from Anaheim all the way to Paramount.
You must be a very safe driver.
How fast was I driving?
I've had pillows. In my passenger seat, and I brake so fucking hard that the pillow just never gets its shape back. Yeah, you're a safe driver.
So you cut people off like that? You're crazy.
I try not to. Okay, I try not to just be crazy to be crazy. You know, I'm not trying to cut people off because I want to be an asshole.
Justify it, right?
Yeah, if I'm justifying it, like
certain times there is like that. Certain situations.
Like, even if I'm gonna miss my exit for the most part, I'll just miss it and I'll get off on the next one and I'll go around because I'm like, I hate those people who are like, I'm gonna miss this exit and you go from the fucking fast lane to the exit.
There's certain situations that you can do that. Me, I will do that. I will get into me and Amber's conversation way too much, or there's a song on the radio or on whatever Spotify that I've heard a million times,
and I'm like, the exit's coming.
Okay, I got it.
Coming. Okay. I know where I'm going. And then he fucking misses the exit. And I'm like, he's like all the way at the end and the exit's coming up. The GPS is like 0.5 miles and he's like at the furthest end and I'm just like anxious, like, when are you gonna turn?
I'm turning.
Like, and then he'll miss it and then we have to go all the way fucking around and then I'm yelling. Yeah. I don't drive, but I have fucking road rage up the ass.
Amber's not allowed to signal people or nothing. She's gonna get me like in trouble.
I'm like, hijo de tu puta madre. Like, what are you doing? No, one time I learned my lesson there too. That's why I don't do anything.
Are you gonna tell her about the semi?
Yes, I'm gonna
tell her about the semi. Tell the people about the semi.
I flipped off of a semi driver and I was like, fuck you, you know. And this motherfucker ran us off the road, like legit.
Yeah.
Like, we were on the 710 right here, and he ran us all the way to the carpool lane. Like, and he still went on the car. We had to get out of the carpool. You know, there's like a line to like pull over. He
Was he going left or was he going right?
He ran us off left on the left side.
That's wilder.
Yeah, he was pissed. I don't remember why I flipped him off. He did something stupid. And then Gil like drove up and he's like, no, Amber. And I was like, fuck you, motherfucker. And then I just heard, Brr. And then Gil's like, fuck. And I was like, oh, what did I do?
Yeah, it was.
You're like, uh-oh.
Did I do that? I'm all like, did I do that?
Yeah.
And then remember the girl that I told her? I was like, don't come in my fucking window. You don't know if I have a gun. And then she was like, oh.
I'd be like,
yeah, I didn't have a
act
gun.
like you did.
But it was like this white girl in Long Beach, and she was trying to park. You know, Long Beach is small and it one ways. And she was trying to park, and she couldn't park. And then she wanted the car in front of us to back up so that she can like park correctly. But we already had a line of cars behind us. So then the car's like, I can't back up, lady. And then she came to us, and she's like, just back up. And Gil's like, I can't fucking back up. Like, you know, like,
there's nowhere to back up.
There's nowhere to back up. And then he's like, if you ask every single car to back up, then I'll fucking back up. And then she came around to my window, and she was like, I don't know why you, but she was like inside, like my face here. And then I was like, you need to step fucking back. I was like, I don't know who you think you are or why you're coming in people's windows. I was like, you don't know if I have a gun or not. And then she was like, oh.
Honestly,
like,
looking at it, so this wasn't. We have
I didn't have a gun.
She didn't, for the record. We didn't have the nicest looking car.
No, not at the time.
There's certain cars where you will walk up to and talk shit to.
Yeah.
Like a newer car.
Yeah.
But an old rusted like 95.
A little more respect on that.
Yeah. No, you don't. That was a car that you don't just walk up to and start
We're
yelling,
like, lady,
demanding
we don't care
stuff
about
from.
this fucking car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you and
think
the car out.
Think I
You have
care about this
nothing
oil?
left to lose.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. That's that fucking ego though, that like, I don't want to lose this parking spot. I'm gonna do everything in my power. It's like, then figure it out, bitch.
Yeah.
Then figure it out. If you're gonna make us all wait here, we're gonna laugh. We're gonna laugh so hard at you when you can't fucking figure it out because you need everybody in the world to bend to your will. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yep.
And that's my driving experience. I will not offend people just to offend them. I will not cut people off just to cut people off. I will try to, if I know I'm like being a kind of a dick, you know, if I know I have to cut somebody off because I'm like, I fucked up, I'm in a rush and I really need to get to the next fucking lane. I like try to be polite about it at first. And then if they're not letting me, then I'm like, okay, well, fuck you. And now I am going to be a dick. All right.
Yeah.
Now you're going to fucking find out. All right. But for the most part, I've drive offensive, not defensive. The minute I see someone just doesn't like the pace that I'm going at and they think they can do it better and they're trying to pull up on the side of me so that they can pass me. All right, now we're racing. Now we're racing. I'm a racer. I don't care if we're not. I'm not even going to go that far. I'm a fucking racer regardless. I'm a racer regardless. And then I'm going to slow down. You're going to be like, hi, I won. I'm like, no, you didn't. This is my exit. Fuck you. But I'm mad, dog.
She's gonna go out of here and fucking cut someone off. Fuck you. Maybe that's why the universe doesn't want me to drive. I'd be a menace to society.
Yeah, you would.
Dude, passenger princess is, you know what? They act like it's a privilege. Sometimes it's not.
No?
A lot of the times it's not.
Look, I always tell Gil, I remember, because I have driven before. I just choose not to. But I remember being in the car with my mom, and then she's like, when you drive and when you have your own car, you could put your own music. And I remember being like,
yeah.
you know, and then now I'm like, let me put some fucking music.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a passenger princess, the radio is not yours. And that's my thing. And I have to see him daydream behind in the slow lane, going behind like the slowest car. And he's just like, and I'm like, go around.
It's my time to think.
You shouldn't be thinking while you're driving.
This is why I'm not a passenger princess, and I couldn't be if I tried. I am a driving diva. Okay.
What's the hold on? What's the definition of a passenger princess?
The person who sits in the passenger seat and doesn't have to worry about driving.
Oh hell no, I'm worrying the whole time.
That's the thing. That's the downside is being a passenger princess, you truly have to be so completely unaware of everything else going on to enjoy that privilege.
When I'm not driving, I'm a passenger princess.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about anything that's happening?
No, he doesn't.
That's why I love not driving, because I don't have to worry about anything.
I couldn't possibly. I think I'm a control freak to the max.
I think I am too.
If I'm in the passenger seat of any car, I'm watching forward, sideward, I'm back. I'm like, I'm checking everybody. I'm noticing other people's mistakes.
I'm
Fuck that guy.
And I'm like, this car doesn't have brake lights. They haven't turned on their brake lights. He didn't signal. And then I'm looking through the rear view mirror.
I know you're obsessed with brake lights.
I'm holding the fucking thing. I'm like terrified.
I'm like this, or I go.
You have a fake brake pedal that you're pushing on the whole time. Yeah. I can't do it. My boyfriend, God bless him, he always wants to be like, I'll drive my car. I'll take us. And I'm always like, fuck. And I've heard, have you ever been at a gas station and you see like a couple, right? And maybe the girl is driving or she's pumping the gas, and there's always like some fuck ass guy who thinks they're being chivalrous, and they're like, baby girl, why are you pumping your own gas? He should be doing that for you. Or why are you driving that car? He should be driving that car. I've had people say that to me when I pull up at a gas station. Yeah. Where they're like, why are you making your girl drive, man? Or telling me like, why are you letting him drive? Why are you driving instead of him driving? And I'm like, because I'm a fucking man. So I can do what the fuck I want. Are you kidding me? I'm like, let him drive? Ew. I know what I'm doing. And he's a great driver. He knows what he's doing. And he drives like stick shift. I don't even know how to drive stick shift. But it's that much harder, you know? But no, I'm too controlling. I get like kind of nauseous if I'm not the one driving. I like to have control of the radio. I like to go as fast as I want and as slow as I want. The whole dozing off and thinking about other things and not being in a rush, even though we're in a rush.
I'll be texting. I'll be on it.
He writes jokes. He'll think about it. He'll be like, he opens his
my documents,
his documents, and he's like, no. And I'm just like, you're gonna miss the fucking exit. You're gonna miss the fucking exit. And we've gotten in fights. Like now,
I'm scrolling on Instagram.
Now I've learned to not say anything. Wait. Let me defend myself.
Hold on. Wait. Let me defend myself.
I had to be like, you're gonna make a right. You're going to make a left right here. In half a mile, you're going to get off. Because he literally was like... He's more worried about what's playing on the fucking radio than where we're going.
See, that's my next...
scares me.
That's my next step. Okay, this is my next thing. So you talk about the radio, I can't listen to whatever I want. Well, put something on. Even I ask you, what do you want to listen to? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Whatever you listen to, it doesn't matter. I was happy that you put on Norteño the other day.
I was happy before you.
No, I was happy that you somehow got into my phone and pulled up the Spotify app and put whatever playlist you wanted to listen. That made me happy.
Okay,
it really did. Well, because I ask her constantly. I ask her, "What do you want to listen to? Is this fine?" If you don't say anything, I'm just gonna put on my same '90s playlist.
Because my mom used to say, because we used to do like road trips to Mexico, and my dad used to drive like 22 hours. And my mom used to say like, oh, your dad gets the radio because he needs to be comfortable and he's the one driving. Yeah. So to me, like, ya se me quedó eso. Like, whoever's driving needs to have that comfortability. And it's like, they have their life in my hands. Let me scroll. So. Yeah, and then this motherfucker over here using his phone.
You can listen to the Norteños. Just let me scroll TikTok.
Oh, no. When people are on their phones and I'm driving, I get so much fucking anxiety. My sister fucking did that to me where she would be driving and she'd like start to like... and I'm like, God, no. And then I'd be like, Natalie, please, I'll text them back. Please, I'll text them back for you. Please, just get off your phone. Or I'd grab her phone and I'd throw it to the back seat while she was driving. Because I'm so scared. I get so nervous being on my phone while I'm driving. I'll do it occasionally, and every single time I'm always like looking at the road, looking at my phone, all fucking terrified. If I have a joke and I'm thinking of a really good joke, you don't know how many jokes. I could have 6 specials right now if I could write. If I knew how to write down all the jokes while I've been driving. I've done like 6 hours of stand up and I'll never get that back because I can't write it down. I'll call people with the fucking I'll be like, hey, Siri, call my boyfriend or a friend, and I'll be like, I have a joke and I have to tell you and text it to me, please. And I'll tell them the joke so that I can have it if I think it's good enough to have. I get so scared at texting and driving, but you said something and I just wanted to say like a fast story, but what did you say? About picking the music because you have to be comfortable in the car. Okay, I'm going to try to make this as short as I possibly can. I went to not Mexico. I went to Las Vegas with my mom, my sister, and my boyfriend. And I told them I was going to drive back. I wanted to leave at 10 a.m. My mom forced us to leave at 6. And I told her, if we leave early, you're driving. She forced us to get up and leave because she just wanted to get out already. And I was like, all right, I'll drive. Because she's like, no, you don't get money hot. And she was still being like a weird ass about it. So I'm like, fine, I'll drive. But I was pissed, right? Because I was fucking hungover. So whatever, still, I need the control to drive. So I'm playing music loud because I'm falling asleep. And my mom's complaining that it's too loud, that she doesn't like the music. That my sister's complaining that to change it and she wants to pick the songs. And everyone just keeps complaining. And I'm like, I have to stay awake. You bitches aren't going to fucking drive. Adam drives crazy and I don't want him to fucking drive. So you shut the fuck up or what? And they're just like, ay, mira nomás como te pones. And they were just criticizing me because I was so angry. And I got to the point where I turned the radio off. I'm like, they were not listening to fucking shit. And then my mom would answer a call from her friend. And while she was talking, because the whole time she was complaining that it was too loud and she was trying to sleep. I'm like, yeah, what a fucking luxury. Wish I could sleep right now. I wish I was asleep right now. And she was talking on the phone with her friend. And she's talking kind of loud. And I'm like, can you please shut the hell up? You're being a little too fucking loud right now. Maybe other people are trying to sleep. And then my mom's like, ¿Y esto qué le pasó? And my sister's like, Mom, she's literally just saying what we said to her. But it got so bad. I was so fucking mad. I was so mad. And there was a crazy amount of traffic. It was a weekend. I had to pee before we left Vegas. Okay.
Oh, shit.
I had to pee and I had to take a shit and I didn't because they forced me to get up. And I was just like, all right, fuck these bitches then. But I thought I was going to be chill. We got to Barstow. We got to the rest stop. I did not pee. I did not take a shit. A 5-hour car ride that it could have taken took us 7 hours. I did not pee or shit because I did not want to leave the driver's seat. I was so fucking mad. Literally just out of pure rage and rabia. Just for because I was so fucking mad. I refused to go to the bathroom because I was so fucking pissed. By the time we got to our apartment, we left I'm telling you, at 6 or 7 in the morning. By the time we got back to the apartment, it was maybe 6 p.m.
Oh shit.
5 or 6 p.m. I parked the car. I put it in park in the middle of the street, hazards on, got out and ran to the fucking bathroom because I was turtling. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking shit myself. I was so mad. I was like, I'd rather shit myself in this car than just chill.
Then have a good ass time with your family. Yeah, fuck being cordial. Yeah. I'm gonna shit myself.
You're all gonna smell my shit. I don't fucking care. I'm not gonna go. I'm not getting off the car.
I think that in my past life,
That's amazing.
I died from a car accident because I have this huge just thing of being in the car. And you were saying
so do I.
Falling asleep.
Yeah.
I could never fall asleep in the car. I'm telling you, we used to drive 22 hours straight, and my mom used to get in the car and she used to oh, are you guys okay? Yeah. And then fucking 22 hours asleep. And then I would just see my dad and I was like, hell no, if I fall asleep, I'm going to wake up in heaven. That's what I used to think. I could not. And to this day, he'll tell me sometimes just fall asleep. And I'm
go to
fuck
sleep.
No, I gotta be watching you. What do you mean go to sleep?
Got my headphones on. I'm scrolling. I'm doing good over here.
Hell no. No.
I like to be the person if I have to be passenger princess, if that's my role, I like to talk to the driver unless they're specifically telling me I don't want to fucking talk to you. I want to listen to music. Please leave me alone. Then I'm like, all right, I guess I'll fucking figure out something else to do. But I'm like, no, we're having a conversation. How has your relationship with your father?
That's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. Sylvia, thanks for coming out and doing this, man.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate
This is so
it.
much fun.
I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out.
Thank
doing
you.
the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us where we can find you and if you have anything coming up.
Yeah, my Instagram, Silvia De Anda 17. I have a few things coming up. We're doing this big Orale show, which is an immigrant rights organization. We're doing that show on March 30th. So please make sure, or 20th. You'll see it on our Instagrams. But it's a big show. Listen to Dumb Tired Podcast if you're not already listening to this one. Also go listen to that one. Those are my bitches, Gigi and Sivana. Josh is our producer. It's super sick. We talk about girly shit all the time. We get naked, or do we? Find out. Other than that, just follow my Instagram if you want to see my dates. If you want to come see me at a show, I'd love to talk.
Yeah.
Cool. All of Sylvia's things are going to be down in the show description. If you're listening to this on Spotify, please follow, leave us a rating, comment, all that good stuff. Click on her stuff and go follow and do all that stuff. Listen to her podcast. Listen to the podcast.
Please.
And follow them on Instagram. Everything's going to be clickable down in the show description. If you're listening and watching this on YouTube, like and comment, okay? And give us a little, sub. Are you guys on YouTube?
Yes.
Cool. I'll put the link down in the show description. Go sub to them and go watch and listen to the podcast. Amber, do you have anything?
No.
No?
No.
I don't have anything either. This was fun.
This was so much fun.
Yeah, you had fun? Thanks for coming out.
I'm going to leave my podcast and I'm going to just be with you guys.
Okay. We'll take you.
Fuck those bitches. Literally my bestest friends.
Well, I'm glad you had fun.
I did. You guys are cool.
This,
and organized.
The Mind Buzz.
That was so much fun.
Fun?
Yeah. How long did we go for?
Thank you.
almost